Can you believe how fast our Suit Yourself group is growing? The jacket, skirt, blouse, and today the pants. I tell you, you just can't beat coordinates. So stick with me, and I'll show you some magic tricks for sewing.
So, what's new? Starring Vogue Sewing Authority, Mr. George W. Tripon.
Now, of course, the first thing we do with the pants is put in all the darts from the waistline, of course, down into the hip line area. Some I have pre-assembled because of the time element. Oh, put on my eyes. Oh, lovely. Hello there, my goodness. Now, look, please, match your dart at the end where it's marked and pin with just the tip of the pin. Now, the end of the dart with just the tip of the pin, and then midway with just the tip of the pin. Lovely. Now, bring the presser foot down, plant the needle into the fabric, of course. We're not planting flowers or seeds or something, you know. Now watch, please, once again on the dart. Go off to absolutely nothing. Here's one place where when you have the dart marked as I have, leave that marking right in under the needle. It's one exception to the rule. Life is full of exceptions to the rule. Life is full of no-nos, too, I've been learning lately. Now notice, we cut this long so we can trim this. And of course, I prefer that we tie a double knot. 1 knot. 2 knots. Lovely, George. And then always at least 1/8 of an inch extension. Now we're going to pair up the legs. Oh, oh, oh. There's 1 leg. There's 2 legs. There's 3 legs. What do you mean 3 legs? There are not 3 legs. There are 2 legs on a people. Well, that one goes over there. You see, this is the right side up. See the dart's wrong side down. And this is the smaller part, which is the front of us. Or is, yeah, no. That's right. Front of us. Small, yeah, no. Well, 4 legs. 4 legs. That is 4 pieces. Oh, for 2 legs. We have to pair them, you know, darling, so we get a left leg and a right leg. Of course, those are my arms. Left leg, right leg. Good. Now, in pairing these, I'm going to pin this so I do not mix myself up. Never end a word in a preposition. Never end a sentence. Well, I just still don't want to get myself mixed up. I'm sorry. I don't care what that English book said, really. Very, very, you know, I was trying to read a line the other day. It said the sowers of America. I thought it said the sewers of America. I just don't read well. Now that one I'm going to lay there because that is 1 leg, which will be sewing under the leg down and on the outseam down. So that leg I don't worry about. So I'll put that leg around my neck for a while. Oh, it's too hot. So I have this side here now because now I'm going to be putting in the invisible zipper, shall we? Yes, we shall, George. You could have been putting in that zipper foot. Honestly, this changing of feet. It's as bad as a woman changing her dress every 2 minutes when she's going out someplace. You know, she knows for a week she's going to the opera. Night of the opera, what shall I wear? Oh, my Lord, what shall I wear? Come, George. Oh, Lord, well, take it all off. That's a screw I meant, honey. I'm talking about clothes now. We're putting on that marvelous magic foot that I wished I had invented, as I told you the other day, and I wouldn't be here. I'd be collecting royalties on this foot. The only the only thing I've ever had to do with the foot is put it in my mouth. Put your foot in your mouth. Now watch, please. This is going to go like that and like that. So it's the wrong end of the zipper. Down. Face down, please. I have marked the edge here so that because of the way I've measured it, I know that by keeping the tape along this edge here, I'm sewing at the 5/8 inch area of the seam allowance. And I roll the foot out the teeth out, the foot out. George, watch it. The teeth you roll. And of course it goes into that groove like magic. And of course the zipper is zipped as far as it will unzip. And you can only go so far with the zipper, so pick it up. When you come to the end, pull it and back a track. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, we've done the zipper on that side, and of course we trim here. Now, 2, we close the zipper. Now, please handle things very, very gently. Lovely. That's gentle. Telling you. Gentle, really, sometimes. Now, at the top here, we match so it all comes out even. You know, you want your waist to go like that. You don't want your waist to go up like that, really. Must coordinate. So what we do here, we coordinate. Are we coordinating, George? That's nice. And then pin there to hold it in place for you. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I'm telling you, I really read those directions. You do the same thing, please. Read. Read before you do. There, isn't that beautiful? Lovely. And then this will be going in the other groove. The other groove. There's a double groove under this needle thing here. Oh, watch how I do this. It's not going to put me under, let me tell you. So I pin here now and release the pin there. Make sure the outside edge of the tape is on that part that's been basted here. And then we bring this right there, lovely, under the other groove, and then sew away. Now, of course, sometimes, you know, when I lay this down in here to help me, right here, I will start and do the machine manually, like this, see? And I'll excuse me, please. I've got the vapors, you know. Oh, lovely. Now, please continue sewing. I am watching the outside edge here of the tape. I'm holding here, and it's automatically feeding itself under that groove. That lovely, lovely groove. Please, thank you. There. Be nice to your fabric, and your fabric will be nice to you. And your zipper's here. And then when you go as far as you can, pick up the presser foot, pull it back a little bit from where you stitched, and then restitch so you've lock stitched there. Now, we come here, and we clip there, and we clip there, and we clip there. I'm telling you, this is a clip joint, let me tell you. Oh, dear, now let me see. There. Now, of course, very gently, oh, so gently, pull this. Oh, I'm telling you, that's the invisible zipper. Oh, I'm telling you. Of course, that will be on the left side of the garment. Now, of course, here we will be pulling the tape. See, they make these zippers a little bit longer so that when you get ready, you go steal your husband's pliers and you pull that little tab down to where the end of the zipper is. Isn't that lovely? Right to there. And then, darlings, whack-a-voo. And then throw that part away. And then we're going to get ready for the rest of this little zipper area here where I'll be pushing this back and pinning here. And, of course, I want you all to stand by because I'm going to be right back. Don't you dare leave. There you are again. And of course, we were putting in the zippers, you know, the invisible zipper. And all you people who disappeared a while ago, I feel sorry for you because from here on in, don't even watch me. Don't care to see me. Because after all, that was a very precious part. Now, at the hem of the leg, again, we pin where the stitching takes place. We've pinned here at the notch. So now we spread this area and we pin midway where the stitching takes place. This, my dears, is called pin basting. We are basting with pins. And of course, It's on long seam sections, such as the legs and the sides of skirts and the long sides of dresses, that you people should practice with the pin basting. Those of you, you know, who are not too familiar with pin basting, this is a needle. This is a thread. Thimble. Where are you, thimble? Well, never mind. Half of you don't use a thimble now, but you should. And when you baste, when you've pinned baste like that, we pin baste and watch this. They tied back my finger, I'll have you know, in that tailoring school, and they put the thimble right there, and I held the needle, and then it was a little routine like this. We didn't move this hand, we moved this hand and this fabric like this as we basted. That, my dear, is basting. And then we pulled the fabric on. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I'm telling you. And we never tied knots in thread either. No knots, please. Because sometimes you tie a knot in a basted thread and then we trim that. Now that is how you baste by hand. Now I have paired my legs because you were all there to watch me, weren't you? Now we match the notch at the inseam or the inside of the leg. We match here at the hemline, and then we match midway here. And then we match at the underseam. The underseam. There, darlings. Where the seam takes place. And then, of course, this is biased in here, so we stretch that part way because you see this area right in here that ease, it's quite biased. It's called a stride, honey. Just care of all that fat in there, I'm telling you. Now, here we have the other leg, the leg I just pinned, I put in my lap. I did that quick, didn't I? I'm sorry, you gotta watch me. Watch, 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 I say. That's what the girls used to say when I was in school. They told each other, you better watch out for him, let me tell you. Keep watch out. But I was just analyzing different figures, really, you know. I was doing my homework. Well, now we pin midway here and midway there. I repeat, this is pin basting. We are basting by pins. We also baste, as I told you, by there. Of course, if you're in a kitchen with a chicken, you're basting something else altogether. And I know my mother told me once to baste the turkey. Thought that poor bride. It said, first wash the bird. And there she was. She had the thing in the soap and water. She was washing the bird, honestly. Terrible. Soap, soap, soap. Soap, soap, soap. No. We pin here. And we pin there. Now watch very carefully, please. Because I want to start sewing now. We have paired both legs. And then please, oh, as they used to say to me in that French school, before you sew, checkez-vous. So, I'm checkez-vouing. That's under crouch, good. And then this is the other half. Oh, good. I'm safe. Merci. That's what we had to say in school, too. Now, I'm starting here on this in leg, and let me change back to the... oh, no, let me not change back to the other foot. Where are you, zipper? Oh, there you are, zipper. See, we have moved our zipper foot of that magic little gadget that you can rotate around here, and we stitch up a 1/4 inch back from where we stopped that stitching on the zipper, and we take about 3 or 4 stitches manually here. Manually means by hand. When I talk about manually, I'm not talking about some Spanish boy named Manuel. So you've got to remember that it's manually up here. Honestly, people get so carried away sometimes. And then I'm sewing on this leg. Of course, we trim as we sew. I always like to trim as I sew. You know, downtown in the trade, they take all these threads. They have a magic machine. It's like a little, like those barbers use, you know, and it sucks it all in this great big bag. And they sell those great big bags of threads. Oh, thread, I don't know what they do with them. Well, let's find out. I'm so damn nosy, I'm surprised I didn't ask them what they did with them. Maybe they stuffed pillows with them, I don't know. Now that I've done that one leg, and you see I've done that one leg down here at the area where I had basted, and of course when we have hand basting in there, we naturally always pull that basting out. And see how easily it came out? Because there were no knots, that's why. Now, of course, I'll put my zipper foot on here. I'll take my zipper foot off, George, and put on my regular foot. Do you know how to regular foot? Oh, I have a regular foot, I have a right foot, and I have a left foot. Now, we're going to start sewing at the crotch on this leg. And then I want you to watch something because I'm going to go real fast like, this is the dull part, you know, where you have to sew straight seam. But practice, never watch needle. Watch the outside edge here. I'm watching that little hole, and of course I'm preparing all my fabric long before it reaches that hole. I'm keeping the two edges together here, holding this, controlling it. It's all in control. Oh, if the mind could control this, that'd be marvelous. There, unpin and pin. And then stitch, 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 stitch. Now, of course, I'll be sewing the other leg. And, of course, you people are watching how beautiful and how simple it really is. And I'll be right back. Have that coffee now, huh? Now I'm pulling the one leg through like this. And then I put my left hand through that one there. You follow the instructions. The instructions are very explicit. I'm very deeply explicit. Oh, whatever they call that thing in the newspapers today. And you see, I have put one leg inside the other, right side to right side, as I now match the crotch seam where the stitching takes place. And then we have a joined seam. A joined seam. Good. Good joined seam, Trippy. Now, match at the back here. Oh, look at those notches. Everything's going in. Now, when the notches match like this, you know that you have the back to back. And you don't have the front to the back, because if you had the front to the back, you'd have to walk like that, you know. I don't know, I think, you know. So now we start here at the waistline, and we pin here. Please, you were supposed to have been trimmed away. What are you doing? No aftermath, please. And then we pin there. And then, of course, it's just a big swoop. Whew, as we go around. Stitch, stitch, stitch. Stitch, stitch, stitch. Lovely. Of course, by now I don't have to tell you that you pin with the point of the pin, and you pin where the stitching takes place. By now you should know all that. If you don't know it, tonight when you go to bed, you say 10 times. You pin, baste, then you bring the presser foot down, and sew away. Please, don't you catch under there. I saw you. You know, you can always feel it's very thin here. No corruption under there. Because there's nothing worse than sometimes you come here and all of a sudden you caught something up in there. No excuse for anything like that. None whatever. There. Not the crotch here, too. Look, don't curve around here. Kind of straighten this and stretch it. You get more comfort, believe me. I know. That's bias in there. After all, the world wants comfort. I want comfort. They used to say in the old days that a woman would suffer for beauty. Well, from some of the women I see, and I'm sorry to say this, ladies, it looks to me like they really suffered. Now we have the crotch section. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, lovely. There. Now, we got to study this one carefully, you know. One leg? Really? Oh, of course. I remember. I remember you. Now, let me see. And then if I pull that one out like that. Oh. And then I pull that one out like that. Oh, magic. We got 2 legs, honey. Let me tell you. And the zipper's on the left side, so that's the front side. Right side. One. Oh, I'm telling you, we came out. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, of course, the tape. Now, when we put on this grosgrain ribbon, unzip the zipper again gently, please. Gently as a falling breeze. Isn't that a poem from Shakespeare or something? Gently as a falling breeze. There you are. I told you a while ago. Out. Really. Trim as you sow, I tell you. Oh, I must have missed that one. Trim, trim, trim. Now look, lay this down under here. And of course, lay the grog ribbon back and pin it square. Put a pin there for yourselves. So the pin will be there for yourselves when you get ready here as we stitch here. Now this is a great marvelous thing here on how we sew this, because actually by setting the grosgrain ribbon on this way, and incidentally we now bring it up and pull that back so we lock stitch that so it won't be pulling out. This is actually understitching. And the grosgrain ribbon is finished on both sides. The waistline of the slacks, of course, has been pre-measured to you, we hope. You did measure yourself, didn't you? Oh, nobody ever measures themselves. They make me sick. I bet you 80% of the women in America don't know right now what size they wear. I mean, what true size they wear. I have women say to me, I'm a large 12. A large 12. Honey, you're either a 10 or a 12 or a 14. There's no such thing as a large 12. Of course, you could be in between. And then, of course, we take in a twit or let out a twit, depending on which pattern you buy. But, you know, psychologically, ladies, it's always better to buy a little larger pattern, really, and take it in. Psychologically, it's better. That's what the doctor told me. Now, we continue along here, all the way around here. And of course, if you've been watching the show all week, you'll know that this band treatment is the same as we had done on the skirt. And we'll be top stitching this. Open up the seam here, please. And continue sewing all the way across here like this. And when you come to the end here, cut here, of course. Fold back the band here to fit in there. And sew away. Now, I'll be turning this and top stitching it. And when I get back on camera, it will be ready for you. So please don't go away. I'll be right back. See, the jacket, the blouse, the skirt, and the pants, and more to come. Ciao.
Promotional consideration provided by Vogue Patterns and Unique Zippers.
Wouldn't you love to have this beautiful wardrobe of coordinates for just a little bit of money? Well, you can. Suit yourself with